Holy smokes, guys, the performance of the A19 Pro chip in the new iPhone 17 Pro has leaked, and let me just tell you guys right now, it is way better than I expected. So in this video, I'm gonna walk you through the leaked benchmarks, including for the unfortunately thermal throttling iPhone Air, as well as the iPhone 17's A19 chip, and I'm also gonna explain why this is such a big deal when comparing to Android phones. So right here is the leaked Geekbench scores. This is insane. If you look at the listing, you can see that we have 12 gigs of RAM confirmed for the A19 Pro chip, and based on the score, this is likely the 17 Pro Max. Look at that single core, 3,966, which is absolutely insane. It's 15% faster single core than the A18 Pro chip, which that is actually around what I expected and told you guys in the leak videos. So this makes it the world's fastest smartphone chip in terms of single core, almost as fast as the M4 Max MacBook Pro, which got 4,024. But if you look closely, the M4 Max has a clock speed of 4.5 gigahertz, while the A19 Pro only has 4.26 gigahertz, but it somehow managed to get really close, which points to some architectural improvements. Now, if we compare it to Android phones, we have the Snapdragon 8 Elite chip in the S25 Ultra, and that got 3,083 points single core, which makes the new A19 Pro a massive 29% faster than the 8 Elite chip. Now, moving on to multi-core performance, the A19 Pro is 21% faster than the A18 Pro chip, which to me is so much better than I expected, since I thought we'd only see about 15% since the core count stayed the same. Yes, the same 6-core CPU, which I thought maybe Apple would add another 2 efficiency cores, but no, same 6 cores, but 21% boost. This officially makes the new A19 Pro chip in an iPhone faster than the M2 Max chip and the higher-end M1 Pro chip in the 14-inch MacBook Pro, and unbelievably almost as fast as the 16-core Intel Xeon Mac Pro Tower. And then compared to the Snapdragon 8 Elite chip in the S25 Ultra, the A19 Pro chip is now 7% faster, which honestly isn't that much since the Snapdragon chips have been killing it in terms of multi-core. And also, there are leaked benchmarks for the Snapdragon 8 Elite 2, which show a massive 11,500 point multi-core score, which is insane. But the biggest shock of all was actually the leaked graphics performance, which I seriously could not believe when I saw them. But first, our sponsor Pitaka has these ultra slim cases for the new iPhone 17 models, and with these aramid fiber cases, it barely makes your existing phone any thicker, but still keeps your phone protected. And what makes these cases special is that they are made out of aerospace grade aramid fiber that's extremely durable yet ultra thin, that ensures your expensive new iPhone is scratch and crack free. On top of that, Pitaka now has a P to tap button for the camera control that keeps it protected and still functions like the original camera control button that's super expensive to fix if you end up breaking it. These cases also have MagSafe built right into the case, making the magnets even stronger for any new or existing accessories that you may have. They have many colors to choose from, but my favorite is the sunset that looks really good with either the deep blue or the cosmic orange iPhone. So go ahead and check out these aramid fiber cases by using the links in the video description or pinned comment below. Somehow, Apple managed to squeeze out a 40% higher score than the A18 Pro chip with the same 6-core GPU layout, which is nuts. That means that the A19 Pro chip in a smartphone is faster than the M2 chip in the MacBook Air. Can you believe it? Holy moly, Apple is on a roll. In comparing it to competing Android chips like the Snapdragon 8 Elite, it absolutely destroys them. Now, full disclosure, this Geekbench test is not a gaming benchmark, and it's more for a lot of mathematical compute graphics workloads. But as we already know, the iPhone 16 Pro Max already destroyed the Galaxy S25 Ultra in terms of sustained gaming workloads. Like from Dame Tech, you can see in Grid Legends where the A18 Pro chip had higher FPS while using 2/3 of the power at slightly higher resolution and at 10 degrees Celsius cooler temperatures. And this also happened in multiple other games like in Resident Evil 3 Mobile, where you see less power used, lower temps, and 88% higher FPS on the 16 Pro Max. So if the previous A18 Pro chip was faster than the 8 Elite, then the A19 Pro chip should be much better, considering not only the faster GPU performance, but the brand new vapor chamber cooling system, which Apple has never done before, improving sustained gaming performance by 40%. So if you want to see us run some gaming tests, definitely subscribe below so you don't miss out. Now, I know the elephant in the room is the iPhone Air, since it is super thin, yet it has the upgraded A19 Pro chip, which seems to be a thermal throttling nightmare, especially since this has a titanium frame, which is 20 times worse than aluminum in the 17 Pro models in terms of thermals. Now, in terms of CPU performance, you can definitely see that it doesn't quite score as high in both single core and multi-core as the Pro models, but it's not that big of a difference. And I'm sure for extended high performance workloads, that's where you're gonna see a difference, since this does not have a vapor chamber. And for graphics performance, we can instantly see a much lower score because the A19 Pro chip in the Air only has a 5 GPU core layout versus 6 on the Pro model, so one of the cores is binned down, which actually makes the Pros score 20% higher in terms of the GPU test. But the difference for sustained performance, like for gaming, is gonna be much bigger, because we do know the iPhone Air has overheating issues because Apple actually limited the wireless charging speed to 20 watts instead of 25 on the rest of the iPhone 17 lineup, and even on the iPhone 16 lineup, you get 25. Apple also greatly improved the wired charging speeds on the 17 and 17 Pro models, getting 50% charge in just 20 minutes, but the iPhone Air is left out with only the old 50% and 30-minute charging speed, and that is 100% due to thermal throttling issues. And now finally, for the base iPhone 17 model with the regular A19 chip, we can clearly see lower scores across the board for both single and multi-core performance, even though it's listed as having the same 4.26 gigahertz clock speed. So based on these scores, the A19 Pro is 10% faster than the A19 in terms of single core and 15% faster in terms of multi-core, which is a much bigger difference than I expected. But Apple did say that the A19 Pro chip has extra cache and other changes to make it faster and more efficient. But my take is that the vapor chamber cooling system is allowing Apple to push more consistent sustained power to all of the cores when they're running at the same time to get these amazing scores. So with that said, Apple completely shocked me with this level of performance, and the craziest thing of all is that this is only the beginning, since next year we're about to have the biggest chip tech leap in many years with TSMC's new 2nm GAAFIT technology chips. So I am so happy to see innovation coming back. So with that said, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below, and subscribe above to see all of our performance testing when we get these phones in. Definitely watch one of those videos right there, like our buyer's guide. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.